Good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn about cell. We all know what is cell. Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. So, what is the definition of cells? A cell is structural and functional unit of all living beings. Any function performed by an organism is outcome of activities of its cells. Many cells come together to form a tissue. Then what is a tissue? Many cells come together to form a tissue. A tissue collectively form organs. Thus every organ in our body like skin, muscles, brain, heart is made up of hundreds of thousands of cells. A cell is it is very smallest part of the body of an organ capable of independent existence. All new cells arise in a result of division of pre-existing cells. All living beings start their life as a single cells. Every cell has its own lifespan. The old and worn out cells are continuously replaced by new ones. If you don't understand anything, let me know. I will explain that to you. It consists of organized mass of protoplasm surrounded by selectively permeable covering called plasma membrane. Then what is the cover of cell? It is called plasma membrane. In an animal cell, the plasma membrane is only limiting membrane. However, in plant cell, fungi and bacteria, the cell is also surrounded by cell wall. You need to know that a cell wall is only present in plant cell, fungi and bacteria. In the animal cell, there is no cell wall. Read this portion, discovery of the cell by yourself. If you don't understand anything, ask me, I will explain that to you. You only need to know who invented the first microscope and who invented the cells. Okay. Cells were discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. We need to know that. He studied thin slice of cork under his microscope. He observed that the cork slice had a large number of compartments joined together in a honeycomb-like structure. He named this compartment as cells. Now we need to know about the microscope. The light microscope. The ordinary light or optical or compound microscope is known as light microscope. Extensively in laboratories these days is a fairly improved design of Hooke's microscope. It consists of two lenses, the eye pipe lens and the objective lens, which are combined of produce a greater magnification. The light microscope has a magnification up to 1500 times, good enough to see cells, larger organelles and bacteria. Then let's come to electron microscope. Invention of electron microscope unfolded many new discoveries about cells. The electron microscope has power of magnification over 2 lakh times and resolution as much greater than those of an optical microscope. An electron microscope can resolve points of 1 nanometer apart. In this microscope, a beam of electrons is passed through the section of specimen material to produce the image. The electron beams passing through the specimen section is focused by electromagnets and is projected on the fluorescent screen or direct view on the photographic plate for permanent recording. The resulting of photograph is called electron micrograph. Let's know about the cell theory. There are two types of cell, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell means cells having primitive nucleus. The nuclear material in these cells not enclosed by the nuclear membrane. The genetic material is equivalent to single molecule of DNA. It does not form chromatin. These are single cells and do not have well organized nucleus. This cell lacks several cell organelles like mitochondria, lysosome, endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast and nucleolus. Bacteria and blue-green algae are example of prokaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells are relatively compound type of cells. Eukaryotic cells means cells having properly defined nuclear membrane. In these cells, the genetic material is made of two or more DNA molecules which form chromatin fibers. The nuclear material is enclosed in a nuclear membrane. These cells have well organized nucleus and have well developed membrane bound organelles such as mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, chloroplast and nucleolus. Eukaryotic cells occur in plants, animals, fungi and protozoa. The difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells are given in the table. You can see the image. I will send you a PDF. I hope you get the book from school. Collect your book and after that you can read from that. Okay. Let's finish today's class. If you don't understand anything, let me know. I will explain that to you. Goodbye.